Unfortunately, you did not take your first breath in a forest, but in one of the edge neighborhoods of a city. Your mother was a cleaner, and your father was a construction worker. So life gave you hard mode from the very beginning. Being a monkey in that neighborhood was already hard enough. But you were not just a monkey. You were a thinking monkey, and a very thinking one. This was going to be a much bigger problem than you thought. When primary school started, while other monkeys were throwing bananas at each other during break time, you were sitting in a corner. When the teacher asked you a question, before even raising your hand, you had already solved it in 17 different ways in your mind. But what if it was wrong? What if everyone laughed? What if the teacher was actually asking something else? Another child stood up and gave the answer you were thinking. Yes, this was one of the most common signs of overthinking. Action paralysis. In other words, not being able to make a decision because you think too much about every possibility before acting. Instead of clear thinking, your mind becomes traffic, and this traffic usually starts at a young age. During breaks, in class, at the family table. Let's continue. High school was hard, but you were already used to difficulty. The real difficulty was not lessons. It was the nights before exams. Exam tomorrow. I need to sleep. If I don't sleep, I will be tired. If I am tired, my focus will break. If my focus breaks, I will fail the exam. If I fail the exam, I won't get into university. Morning would come. Did you sleep? Maybe a little, but you would still take the exam. And you would not do badly, because you had intelligence. But inside a slightly noisy mind, you entered university. You left your family behind and moved to the city. In the dorm room there were 4 people. You slept in the corner bed, because if you had to leave, you did not want to disturb others. And deciding this took you 20 minutes. Yes, we call this hyperempathy. A normal person chooses the nearest bed, but you turn the simplest decision into a complex problem by thinking about how everyone will be affected. You studied for 4 years, biology department. You were interested in the evolution of monkeys. Your grades were above average. Your social life was below average. The difference was your thoughts. You graduated. You had your diploma in your hand, and thousands of questions in your mind. The biggest one was, what now? Job applications started. You applied too many jobs, and every time, you checked your CV 20 times. Is there a spelling mistake? Is the name correct? Is the photo good? Too serious? Or am I smiling too much? No responses came, so you were not hired. 6 months passed like this. One day a message came from your high school group. There was a meet, a table in a cafe. One became a banker. One became a sales manager. One of them was the one who studied the least in high school. He used to copy your biology homework. The jacket he was wearing was worth about 3 months of your salary. What do? You asked. Logistics, he said. He smiled. That smile didn't explain anything, but you understood it anyway. On the way back from the cafe, he offered to drop you home. You accepted so you wouldn't pay for a taxi. In the car he started talking. I need to talk to you. I trust you. You are a smart guy, and I know you are looking for a job. Simple job, he said. You take a car from one address to another. Don't look in the trunk. Don't ask questions. Good money. You stayed silent. Right now, the monkey was at a decision point. A normal monkey would say no, but you were thinking, how big is the risk? I need money. What if I just do it once? So the issue was not making the right decision. It was your brain not allowing you to decide. The monkey accepted the offer. The monkey entered the house. He couldn't stop thinking. Just then, his phone rang. Seeing the private number, he understood who it was. The monkey was given an address and a time. A few hours later, the monkey was at the specified location. Some suspicious-looking people gave him a bag. They took him to a car and gave him the address he needed to go to. The monkey's brain was screaming like crazy. The address wasn't far, but it felt like 2 years to the monkey. Finally, the same people took the bag, gave the monkey his money, and the monkey left the car there and went home. The monkey at home thought about money. What if it gets stolen? What if it gets lost? Overthinking does not stop even when things are good. The brain can even interpret reward as a threat. Second delivery, third, fifth. Every time you were scared, but every time it worked. Over time, things grew. What you carried started to change. One day you noticed the cargo in the back seat had tape over its mouth, and its eyes were looking at you. In that moment, you realized this was not a job. It was a cage. Overthinking sometimes protects, an inner voice said, because it keeps empathy open. But it was too late. One day you decided to take a vacation. You bought a plane ticket. That same day, the door rang. 2 men. Where are you going? Vacation. There is no vacation in this job. Years passed. You had money, but no life. You had friends, but you were not there. And in the end, you understood this. Thinking did not protect you. It only kept you in place. Yes, friends, that was the video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next life.